Well, hi there, everybody. Good morning. Meteorologist Travis Kleneski here on this Tuesday morning. It's a sunny start to our day. Some very patchy light fog. That's burning off, though. We'll see pretty quiet weather out there. Later today, some puffy cumulus clouds developing. We saw this yesterday. Forecast models kind of backing off on any chances of moisture out there. There's really not much of a chance. Maybe a stray sprinkle here or there, but most of us will not see moisture. As we lose the heating of the day around 8, 9 o'clock, a lot of that's gone. And we'll see mostly clear skies much of the night. Maybe a few more clouds, though, towards tomorrow morning, and maybe even a stray sprinkle or light shower. Better chances, though, again, tomorrow afternoon, more cumulus clouds developing with the heating of the day, and I'll back it up even an hour there. A few of those puffy cumulus clouds along with maybe some showers, isolated thunderstorms. Eastern Nebraska, the better chance, lower chances as you go towards the west. And then once again, you get into the evening hours around 7, 8, 9 o'clock. A lot of that goes away as you lose the heating of the day. And then by Thursday morning, maybe a couple of clouds developing early Thursday morning, but still the moisture chances are pretty limited. No severe weather expected over the next several days to come here, so we'll skip by the severe weather graphics and jump ahead to the forecast, where really the big part of the forecast, it's all about the temperatures in the coming days ahead. Warmer than yesterday. We're going to get up into the mid to upper 80s. Some lower 90s in southern or northern Kansas, southwest Nebraska, parts of the Panhandle. So a little more heat inching in. That big heat dome over the western U.S. is creeping closer to us. As we get into tonight, then the dew points are remaining low, which means that we can still drop off at night. So we're still talking 50s and 60s for lows. Still pretty nice nights ahead of us, even though it's we have warmer days. You can see we inch up more on Wednesday, upper 80s, lower 90s, maybe some mid 90s now showing up, northern Kansas, southwest Nebraska out here to the west here. Wednesday night, still upper 50s and low to mid 60s. The temperature may be creeping up a little bit as that dew point's just starting to nudge up a little bit here. Now the heat's starting to build in even more as we look ahead to Thursday highs. Most of us now into the 90s, maybe some upper 80s here in the north and east, but mostly now low, mid 90s, even upper 90s in northern Kansas, southwest Nebraska, 100 down towards Hill City, Kansas, maybe some triple digit figures out west around Chadron and Scottsbluff, and that heat continues to expand eastward as we get into the end of the week and the upcoming weekend. In fact, those are going to be our hottest days ahead, that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday time frame. You see the temperatures coming up, small chance of rain tomorrow morning, another small chance tomorrow afternoon, mostly dry for the majority of us. Probably the best chance on Friday. It's still just a 20% chance of rain. That means an 80% chance of staying dry. Also, maybe one of our breeziest days there on Friday here, where winds could be up around 10 to 15 maybe or so miles per hour. But again, a little more heat building in, and notice with the dew points creeping up at night, the lows are going to start to get warmer. With the dew points creeping up in general, lows are going to get warmer. So your temperatures just can't drop off as much if you have more dew or higher dew points, which means more low level moisture around. But these will be our 4 hottest days. It looks like after Monday, temperatures do start to come down. Basically, we get a big trough that's going to dig into the eastern U.S. and maybe try to cool us off just a little bit. The heat's going to kind of shift back to our west a little bit. So highs back into the upper 80s to near 90 as we head towards the middle of next week. North Platte, you're going to be a few degrees warmer than the Tri-Cities almost every single one of these days here in the 7-day forecast. Pretty quiet weather for the most part. A slight chance of rain and thunderstorms on Friday. Upper 90s, could be triple digits on Sunday. I think Sunday's kind of the worst day of heat ahead of us here. Beyond Monday, temperatures come back down into the upper 80s and lower 90s as we look towards the middle of next week there, so it won't be quite so hot. Let's take a look at when it comes to the basically the temperatures in the coming days ahead. We're going to take a look at the national map here. Again, today you see the big heat. I mean, they are talking about record-breaking heat. Eastern Washington, Oregon, temperatures on 100 to 110. And we're just kind of on the edge of that here in Nebraska. You can see the big trough over the Mississippi River Valley. Basically, you have the remnants of tropical storm or Hurricane Beryl now sitting in across parts of Arkansas and Missouri. And so that's keeping temperatures cooler there. And we're kind of on the edge between the two, basically. But watch how the heat dome spreads eastward, expands eastward here. Especially by Saturday and there's Sunday. Sunday's going to be kind of the hottest day for us. A lot of heat overhead. Eastern U.S. still not too bad. Now watch what happens as we get into next week here after Monday. A trough starts to dig into the eastern U.S. We're on the edge of it, so we're not seeing the cool weather, but at the same time that might shove that heat back to our west just a little bit and bring the temperatures down just a bit as we head into next week. Let's check out the GFS model here. And again, the heat out west It's slowly expanding to eastward in the days ahead. So we get hotter and hotter towards the end of the week, the upcoming weekend. There's Saturday. Sunday's probably the hottest day. Right there. There it is. There's Sunday. So we feel the hottest air on Sunday, and then it starts to break down, not so much Monday, but more towards Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the eastern U.S. But GFS not quite as aggressive with the cool down. There are some signs of maybe a bigger trough coming in around the 23rd, 24th of July, a ways down the road that may actually cool us back to more of what we saw last week, just a bit. Somewhat active weather down the road here. Let's take a look at some of the long-range models when it comes to the active weather. There's the remnants of Beryl off to our southeast here, Hurricane Beryl down in Missouri and Arkansas. They will not affect us. Really all it's doing is it's keeping the heat from expanding east quicker, and so it's keeping us from getting too really warm real quick here. But eventually it's going to move on out of here. So that heat will start to build in. There's that small chance of moisture Wednesday. I think the best chances will be in eastern Nebraska. We've just got these very minimal chances here the rest of this week. Friday, I did include that chance there, a 20% chance. Small chances over the weekend, early next week. Next week down the road here, maybe a better chance towards Wednesday, Thursday. Possibly, we'll see. It's at least better chances than what we're seeing this week here. GFS model. Again, there's Beryl off to our southeast. Wednesday, eastern Nebraska, maybe a better chance. And then a better chance on Friday right there. But even then, we'll see. I put a 20% chance in Friday night. Other very, very small chances down the road. As we get to next week, maybe chances get a little better towards the middle and end of next week. We'll see. So not a lot of confidence in that forecast being that far out yet, but hopefully at least it cools down and temperatures become a little more tolerable here. And speaking of next week, I think I've already mentioned it on here, but if you haven't heard it yet, I will be gone next week for some time off, and so Ian will be filling in for me. So not that he's got it covered just fine, though. This is the week, though, basically. I should have taken this week off, quiet weather, but I don't know. It's kind of been enjoyable to have a nice quiet stretch of weather here after such an active 3 months of weather. It seems like every week has been just super busy over the last several months. So it'd be nice to have this quiet week, although, yeah, the big heat building in. So with that, I'm going to let you all go for today. I want to thank you all for watching on this Tuesday morning. I will see you all again on Wednesday with all the latest. Until then, take care and God bless. Bye.